Picture this: a hopeful inventor, Jamie Siminoff, steps onto the iconic Shark Tank set in 2013. He's got a big idea, a product he believes will revolutionize home security. His invention? A smart video doorbell called Doorbot. He'd built it in his garage, fueled by a simple frustration: he couldn't hear his traditional doorbell while working. Siminoff walked in, confident, ready to pitch. Little did he know, he was about to face one of the most brutal rejections in Shark Tank history. But as we'll see, that rejection wasn't the end, it was just the beginning of a billion-dollar story. So, what exactly was Doorbot? At its core, Siminoff presented a Wi-Fi-enabled camera that connected to your smartphone. When someone pressed the button, it would alert you, allowing you to see and speak to your visitor from anywhere. This wasn't just a doorbell, it was remote presence. Reports from the time indicate Siminoff touted its convenience for busy professionals and its security implications for homeowners. But the sharks, known for their sharp, often skeptical, business acumen, weren't immediately convinced. They saw a gadget, not a game changer. And their doubt, as we'll uncover, was palpable. What drove Siminoff to create Doorbot? It wasn't just a random idea, it stemmed from a very personal, relatable problem. According to Siminoff himself, he was often in his garage, engrossed in his work. The problem? He couldn't hear his traditional doorbell ring over the noise of his tools and projects. This simple annoyance led to missed deliveries and unanswered visitors. Reports suggest this scratching-your-own-itch approach is common among successful inventors, finding solutions to their own daily dilemmas. For Siminoff, this inconvenience ignited a multi-million-dollar idea, a solution he believed others would want too. Kevin O'Leary, famously known as Mr. Wonderful, was the first to openly express skepticism. Reports indicate O'Leary immediately questioned the market size, labeling Doorbot a niche gadget. He famously stated, "I'm out. You're a mosquito to me." This dismissal wasn't just about the product, it was about O'Leary's perception of its scalability and mass appeal. He saw it as a temporary solution to a minor problem, not a foundational piece of home technology. This early rejection set a grim tone for Siminoff's pitch, foreshadowing the lack of enthusiasm from the other sharks. Mark Cuban, known for his tech background and sharp critiques, also wasn't impressed. Public records from the episode show Cuban expressing concerns about the competitive landscape and the ease with which larger companies could replicate the technology. He reportedly argued that Doorbot lacked a significant competitive advantage. "It's a feature, not a product," he asserted. This line of reasoning, often used by venture capitalists, suggested that Doorbot could easily be absorbed or copied by existing tech giants. His rejection, like O'Leary's, hinged on the idea that the product simply wasn't unique or disruptive enough to warrant investment. Barbara Corcoran and Lori Grainer, while often more sympathetic to consumer products, also saw too many red flags. Reports indicate Corcoran was worried about the price point and customer adoption, questioning if people would truly adopt such a device. Grainer, the queen of QVC, often focuses on mass market appeal and ease of use. She reportedly found the product too complicated or perhaps too niche for her retail channels. The collective sentiment was clear: Doorbot was a nice idea, but not a solid investment. Every single shark on the panel, despite Siminoff's passionate plea, decided to pass. So, Jamie Siminoff, the passionate inventor from his garage, walked out of the Shark Tank exactly as he walked in, with $0 and zero investors. The rejection was complete, a clean sweep from all 5 sharks. It was a humiliating moment, broadcast to millions. Reports suggest that for many entrepreneurs, such a public dismissal can be a crushing blow, enough to make them abandon their ventures entirely. But Siminoff, as history would reveal, possessed a resilience that few could match. He didn't let the shark's judgment define his product's potential. He had a vision, and he was determined to pursue it. Leaving Shark Tank with nothing wasn't just a TV moment, it had real-world consequences. Records show that Doorbot, despite the publicity from the show, struggled to gain significant traction immediately afterward. The shark's harsh words resonated in the investment community. Sources close to the company at the time confirmed Siminoff faced immense financial pressure. He was reportedly close to bankruptcy, pouring his own savings and limited funds into keeping his dream alive. This period was not one of rapid growth, but a desperate fight for survival, a testament to the sheer willpower required to push and improve an idea forward. Then came a pivotal moment, the rebranding. Doorbot became Ring. This wasn't just a name change, it was a strategic repositioning. Reports indicate Siminoff recognized Doorbot sounded too much like a quirky gadget, something the sharks had confirmed. Ring, however, invoked a sense of security, connection, and simplicity. It suggested a broader purpose beyond just answering a door. This rebrand coincided with a renewed focus on home security, a far more significant market than doorbell utility. This strategic shift was crucial, signaling a more mature, more ambitious company, and subtly addressing some of the very concerns the sharks had raised. As smart home technology began to emerge, so did the competition. Reports from market analysts at the time confirmed that after Doorbot, and then Ring, gained some initial traction, a wave of copycat products flooded the market. These cheaper alternatives threatened to undermine Ring's nascent market position. Siminoff wasn't just fighting for survival, he was fighting to differentiate his product in an increasingly crowded space. This meant continuous innovation, improving features, and building a brand identity that stood out. It was a brutal battle for market share, a testament to the challenges of being an early innovator in a rapidly developing field. Under the new Ring brand, Siminoff didn't just survive, he iterated and innovated relentlessly. Early models were improved upon, with better camera quality, enhanced motion detection, and more robust battery life. User feedback, sources indicate, played a crucial role in shaping these developments. Ring expanded beyond just a single doorbell, introducing floodlight cameras and spotlight cams, creating a more comprehensive home security ecosystem. This wasn't a static product, it was a dynamic platform constantly adapting to consumer needs and technological advancements, steadily chipping away at the niche gadget perception. Slowly but surely, Ring began to gain market traction. Early adopters, those willing to invest in new smart home tech, championed the product. Word of mouth spread, amplified by positive reviews. Reports indicate that the increased focus on security, rather than just convenience, resonated with a broader audience. People weren't just buying a doorbell, they were investing in peace of mind. This organic growth, combined with strategic marketing, allowed Ring to carve out a legitimate space in the burgeoning smart home market, proving the sharks' initial assessment of no real market was, in fact, profoundly mistaken. Despite the Shark Tank rejection, Siminoff eventually secured significant funding from other investors. While the initial dismissal was public and painful, the continued development and growing sales of Ring caught the attention of venture capitalists who saw what the sharks had missed. Reports confirm that Siminoff raised several rounds of private equity, allowing him to scale manufacturing, expand marketing efforts, and accelerate R&D. This second wave of funding was a crucial turning point, providing the capital needed to transition from a struggling startup to a formidable player in the smart home arena. It showed that not all no's are final. As Ring's market presence grew, it naturally began to attract the attention of tech giants. One in particular, Amazon. Reports from industry insiders suggest Amazon had been closely watching the smart home market, looking for key acquisitions to bolster its Alexa ecosystem. Ring, with its strong brand, established product line, and growing customer base, became an obvious target. Amazon's strategy, as evidenced by other acquisitions, is often to integrate promising technologies directly into its own platforms. For Siminoff, this interest was a monumental validation, a direct contradiction to the Shark Tank investors who saw no future for his device. The negotiations between Ring and Amazon were reportedly complex, as is typical with such high-value acquisitions. Sources familiar with the deal indicate Siminoff, having faced rejection and near bankruptcy, was in a strong position. He had built a valuable company from scratch, and Amazon wanted it. The discussions likely involved intricate details about integration, retaining key talent, and, of course, the final price tag. For Siminoff, this wasn't just about money, it was about ensuring his vision for Ring continued to thrive and reach an even wider audience under Amazon's formidable umbrella. The stakes were incredibly high. In February 2018, the news broke: Amazon was acquiring Ring. The reported price? A staggering $1 billion. This was a monumental moment for Jamie Siminoff and his team. From a garage invention, through Shark Tank rejection, near bankruptcy, and intense competition, Siminoff had not only survived but thrived to an unimaginable degree. That $1 billion valuation didn't just represent the sale of a company, it was a definitive rebuttal to every doubt, every dismissal, and every "I'm out" from the sharks. It proved that sometimes, the biggest rejections lead to the biggest wins. It truly was a billion-dollar vindication. Following the acquisition, Jamie Siminoff didn't just walk away. Amazon, recognizing his vision and leadership, reportedly kept him on as the CEO of Ring, a testament to his continued importance. This move ensured continuity for the brand and its product development. Under Amazon, Ring gained access to unparalleled resources, massive distribution networks, advanced R&D capabilities, and direct integration with the Alexa ecosystem. Siminoff, the man rejected by every shark, was now leading a key division within one of the world's most powerful tech companies, further solidifying his position as a major player in smart home innovation. This entire saga presents a profound irony for the Shark Tank investors. Kevin O'Leary's mosquito now buzzes in millions of homes worldwide. Mark Cuban's feature, not a product, became a billion-dollar standalone business. Barbara Corcoran and Lori Grainer's doubts about market adoption were obliterated by explosive growth. Reports indicate that the sharks themselves have acknowledged their colossal miss, sometimes with a touch of humor, other times with genuine regret. It stands as one of the most famous examples of a missed opportunity in the show's history, a stark reminder that even the savviest investors can be wrong. So, what exactly did the sharks miss? From an investigative standpoint, it appears they underestimated several key factors. Firstly, the burgeoning smart home market itself. In 2013, it was nascent; by 2018, it was exploding. Secondly, they overlooked the profound desire for security and convenience that a device like Ring offered. It wasn't just a doorbell, it was a sentinel. Thirdly, they perhaps underestimated Siminoff's sheer perseverance and ability to iterate and rebrand. They saw a prototype, he saw a revolution. Their focus on immediate market size overshadowed the potential for future growth and category creation. Jamie Siminoff's story is a powerful testament to the importance of an unwavering vision. Despite multiple rejections and severe financial setbacks, he never wavered in his belief that people needed his product. He didn't just pivot, he refined his approach, his branding, and his product line. This commitment, sources indicate, is a hallmark of truly successful entrepreneurs. They don't just have ideas, they have convictions. Siminoff's conviction allowed him to see beyond the shark's immediate judgment and push through the darkest days, ultimately realizing a dream that many would have abandoned. For aspiring entrepreneurs, Siminoff's journey offers invaluable lessons. Firstly, rejection is not always a definitive judgment of your idea's worth. Secondly, market conditions can change rapidly; what's niche today could be mainstream tomorrow. Thirdly, adaptability and rebranding can be crucial for survival and growth. And perhaps most importantly, perseverance in the face of adversity is often the differentiating factor between failure and billion-dollar success. Siminoff's story is a potent reminder to trust your gut, gather feedback, and relentlessly pursue your vision, even when the experts tell you no. Siminoff's success with Ring perfectly coincided with, and arguably helped accelerate, the mainstream adoption of smart home technology. What was once considered futuristic or niche became commonplace. The demand for interconnected devices, from smart speakers to intelligent security systems, exploded in the years following his Shark Tank appearance. Ring's easy integration, particularly with Amazon's Alexa, made it accessible to millions. This broader market trend proved to be the rising tide that lifted Ring, vindicating Siminoff's belief that there was indeed a significant appetite for smart, connected devices that enhance daily life and security. Jamie Siminoff's journey from building Doorbot in his garage to selling Ring to Amazon for $1 billion is nothing short of extraordinary. It's a classic rags to riches, or perhaps more accurately, garage to global tale. It speaks to the power of individual innovation and the potential for a single person's idea to impact millions. His story serves as a powerful counter-narrative to the idea that expert opinions are infallible. Ultimately, Siminoff proved that with enough grit, strategic thinking, and a willingness to learn from setbacks, even the most public rejections can pave the way for unprecedented success. While the Shark Tank investors missed out on a massive opportunity, the show itself provided an invaluable, albeit harsh, platform for Siminoff. The exposure, even negative, put Doorbot on the map. Reports indicate that failed Shark Tank pitches often experience a surge in website traffic and sales immediately after airing, known as the Shark Tank effect. For Siminoff, this initial burst of attention, combined with his strategic rebrand, helped him build a foundation. So, while he left without an investment, the show still played a role in kick-starting the awareness that eventually led to his ultimate triumph. Since the Amazon acquisition, Ring has continued to evolve and expand its product ecosystem. It's no longer just a doorbell, it's a comprehensive home security and automation platform. Reports show the company has introduced indoor cameras, alarm systems, and even professional monitoring services. This expansion reflects Amazon's long-term vision for Ring as a central pillar of the smart home. Siminoff's initial garage invention has become a global leader, continuously innovating and integrating with new technologies, far surpassing the niche gadget label the Sharks had assigned to it in its infancy. The story comes full circle in a way that's truly poetic. Years after being rejected, Jamie Siminoff returned to Shark Tank, not as a hopeful entrepreneur, but as a shark himself. In 2018, he joined the panel as a guest shark, offering his own insights and investments to new entrepreneurs. This move, widely reported, was a powerful symbol of his journey, from zero investments to being an investor. It solidified his legacy as someone who not only achieved massive success but also understands the struggles of starting from scratch. He certainly offers a unique perspective to the pitches he hears. Amazon's acquisition of Ring was a billion-dollar bet, and it appears to have paid off handsomely. Reports from financial analysts confirm that Ring has become a dominant force in the smart home security market, driving sales for Amazon's ecosystem and cementing its position in consumers' homes. This success validates Siminoff's initial vision and demonstrates Amazon's foresight in recognizing the potential where others, including the Sharks, had failed. It shows that sometimes, the biggest financial rewards come from seeing beyond the immediate snapshot and betting on future trends and tenacious founders. Siminoff's story embodies the true spirit of innovation. It wasn't about having a perfect product from day one, but about identifying a genuine problem, building a solution, and then tirelessly refining it. His journey highlights that innovation is rarely a straight line, it involves detours, rejections, and moments of doubt. But for those with the conviction and resilience to push through, the rewards can be monumental. His experience serves as an inspirational blueprint for any inventor or entrepreneur facing skepticism, proving that a single idea, nurtured with persistence, can indeed change the world and make a fortune. Many pundits and fans of Shark Tank now consider the Doorbot rejection to be one of, if not the, biggest missed opportunities in the show's history. While the Sharks have certainly made incredible investments, their collective oversight on Ring stands out. It's a compelling case study often cited in business schools about market timing, founder determination, and the perils of underestimating what seems like a niche idea. This missed deal became a legend, cementing Siminoff's place in entrepreneurial lore and constantly reminding the Sharks of the one that got away, the billion-dollar doorbell. Jamie Siminoff's Doorbot, initially met with skepticism, has transcended its humble beginnings to become a household standard. What was once seen as a niche gadget, too expensive and unnecessary, is now viewed by millions as an essential component of modern home security. This transformation from dismissed idea to ubiquitous technology is a testament not only to Siminoff's product but also to his ability to adapt and persist. It's a stark illustration of how consumer needs can evolve rapidly, and how an inventor's vision, even when initially unappreciated, can ultimately shape an entire industry. Beyond the financial figures and market share, Siminoff's story underscores the profound human element of entrepreneurial success. It's about resilience, belief in oneself, and the courage to ignore external detractors. His journey wasn't smooth or easy, it was fraught with challenges and moments where giving up seemed like the only logical option. Yet, he pushed through. This narrative offers a powerful message that true success often stems from a combination of innovative thinking and an indomitable spirit. It's a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable asset an entrepreneur possesses isn't capital, but character. While Amazon's acquisition was the ultimate validation, Ring's journey to success also involved strategic partnerships along the way. Reports suggest Siminoff actively sought out collaborations to enhance his product's capabilities and reach. These could have ranged from integration with other smart home platforms to distribution deals with retailers. Such alliances are critical for startups looking to scale quickly, especially when facing established competitors. These partnerships, combined with internal innovation, helped build the robust ecosystem that ultimately made Ring so attractive to a giant like Amazon, transforming it from a mere doorbell into a comprehensive security solution. Jamie Siminoff's journey is a powerful illustration of playing the long game in entrepreneurship. Success didn't come overnight, or even within a few years. It took over 5 years from his Shark Tank rejection to the Amazon acquisition, a period filled with intense effort, risk, and uncertainty. This prolonged struggle underscores the reality that building a truly valuable company often requires enduring patience and unwavering commitment. It's a stark contrast to the often glamorized overnight success stories, highlighting the dedication needed to see a vision through to its billion-dollar culmination. The Ring acquisition has likely caused a subtle, yet significant, shift in investor mindset, especially among those who might have overlooked similar niche ideas in the past. It serves as a cautionary tale, prompting venture capitalists to perhaps dig deeper into market potential, founder resilience, and the broader trends of emerging technologies. While no investor can hit every home run, Siminoff's story encourages a more open-minded and forward-thinking approach, recognizing that today's dismissed gadget could indeed be tomorrow's essential technology, transforming entire industries and generating immense wealth. Under Amazon's stewardship, the future of Ring appears robust and expansive. Analysts predict continued integration with Amazon's vast ecosystem, potentially moving beyond just security into broader home automation, health monitoring, or even community safety initiatives. Siminoff's initial goal to reduce crime in neighborhoods is aligning with Amazon's resources to achieve unprecedented scale. This trajectory demonstrates how a rejected idea, when paired with the right strategic partner, can transcend its original scope and become a foundational element of a much larger, interconnected vision for the future of smart living. In a strange twist of fate, the very public rejection Jamie Siminoff experienced on Shark Tank may have indirectly contributed to his ultimate success. It hardened his resolve, forced him to critically re-evaluate his product and branding, and fueled an internal fire to prove everyone wrong. Without that initial dismissal, perhaps the intense focus, the strategic rebranding, and the sheer grit wouldn't have been as pronounced. It suggests that sometimes, rejection isn't a dead end, but a powerful catalyst, propelling entrepreneurs toward even greater achievements than they might have otherwise attained. While the billion-dollar Amazon acquisition grabs headlines, it's crucial to look beyond that single number to understand the true depth of Siminoff's achievement. This wasn't just a lucky break, it was the culmination of years of relentless work, strategic pivots, and an unwavering belief in a product that many dismissed. It's a narrative about a founder who refused to be defined by a single public setback. His story is a testament to the idea that innovation and true value creation are often forged in the fires of adversity, not just in the spotlight of celebrity investors. Jamie Siminoff's Doorbot, the humble smart doorbell dismissed by every Shark Tank investor, didn't just survive, it roared its way to a billion-dollar acquisition by Amazon. This incredible journey from garage invention to global tech leader is a powerful reminder. Never underestimate the underdog. It's a story of vision, grit, and the ultimate vindication of an entrepreneur who saw a future others couldn't. What seemed like a niche gadget became a foundational piece of the smart home, forever changing how we think about security and convenience at our front door. And it all started with a simple problem in a garage.